Today I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to change and clean the chamber in a Fusion PC gun. First, what you're going to want to do is remove the front cap. Then you remove this cap. Then you take a flat-headed screwdriver and you put it underneath the slot and you just pry up slightly, turn it to the other side, pry up slightly, and continue this until you have it up a ways. That will make it easier to take your hand and simply wiggle it a bit and slide it out. Now that will give you your chamber. You're going to want to have some rags handy because it's always nice to wipe off any visible chemical just so it doesn't get spread. And then I just take an end of the rag on the screwdriver and I carefully insert that and I just pull that through a bit like that. Take the air and I usually go to the door to blow it out so I don't get chemical around. Blow that out lightly. Then I take SPF and spray inside and all around that. Next, I take this and I clean up the end cap nice and clean. Get around this edge well, because the foam right here, that can stop it from coming back when you trigger. And it can cause a headache. Take the air and clean it off. Spray foam release. Clean up the cap. Clean the inside of this cap, and if you see any of these O-rings or the white O-ring, replace that if it was broken. It's really good to keep the area clean, that way pieces of foam does not get into the clean part. We have the chamber out and now it's time to clean it, which I'll show you how I would clean this if I only had one chamber. But what I suggest to do, because it's worth it, these are worth a few $100s, but when you think of it as in time and labor, instead of wasting time cleaning this, we always have an extra one and we have a bit of cleaner chemical there. And it's usually clean. It's hard to get out because of my slimy gloves. So I take that out. And then the old one I put in, and when I have a chance later on in the day, if I'm taking a break, I will clean that a little bit once it soaks a bit, and then just leave it set in the chemical until I'm ready to change again, and then it's just quick and easy to change. So after I take that out of the chemical, I always take the drill out and make sure that it's nice and clean, which it usually is, and if there is pieces, it comes out very easy. So this is going to be a quick fix for you midday when the gun isn't spraying. And if you think that you can't take 5 minutes or 10 minutes out of your day to change this tip and change your spray pattern, you do, because the spray pattern has everything to do with speed and how smooth it comes out. So that's very clean. So I also have on the rig a drill out for the side orifices. But them are nice and clean. Like I say, this was already set in chemical. So I'm going to continue to blow air through it. That way, if there is any foam in there, it blows it out. And if there's any still stuck, it dries it a bit more and it will make it easier to remove. Them are nice and clean. I always take the spray foam release and dose this very well. All right, so our next step is we have to make sure the writing is up on the chamber. And we just have to insert that in that slot. So you just slide it down, churn it, so it's straight up and down. And then we're gonna line up them 3 holes with them 3 holes, which sometimes takes a little bit of wiggling because it all has to line up. Wiggle it a bit. See how it went into place? If it did go on hard, you might have to turn your chamber a little bit, but right now you can just take your hand, push that down in place. Good. I'm gonna take this cap, turn it on, Went on nice. Turn on the end cap. Finger tight, everything hand tight. Spray it again. Ready to go back to the job site. So there you have it. That's how you change and clean a chamber.